are you?
Well, I'm fine, Dave. But
Good. Now introduce yourself, please.
My name's Will.
Hi, Will. Will Page, right?
Will Page, right.
It's great to meet you.
Thank you.
Now tell me what was going on in your mind with this wonderful painting.
It goes back to the 50s, just after World War II, when we just felt how close we'd come to like our total worldly destruction.
Right.
And what did it take to turn it around? What did it take to bring justice to the masses? It took leadership, but more than that, it took a unification of all those people who wanted to stop the suffering, imperialism, the capturing of other nations, and the slaughter that takes place to do that. Well, in this case, where we have Gord, I sort of liken him to an archangel coming down in a leadership role to say, look, either you pull it together, or we'll take everything that's worth anything to you and take it away. Because if you can't fight for what you got, you should deserve nothing. And that was the point of Gord in the movie coming out to say to the earth, if you don't learn to work with one another and to stop your nuclear conflict, we'll reduce your planet to nothing but a burnt out cinder.
Now, when did you make this painting?
I made this painting while I lived in New York City, 1997.
97. And what is the medium?
The medium is acrylic on board.
On board?
Yes.
On board. And it's called what?
It's called Second Chance.
Second Chance. And it's on display right now at the Lower Mill in Honeoye Falls. You can see the size of the painting. And
well, the point is it still comes down to one thing. In the actual movie, there was a representative. That was Klaatu, the fellow who had the universal language, so the world could speak to the planets. And as he sprung out the equipment, people thought it was a weapon, and they shot him.
right.
In the book, people liken him to being the leader of the robot. But the book portrays the point that the robot was actually the God figure and Klaatu was his cohort, but not his leader. And in a strange way, it's like the threat that we bring upon ourselves becomes our leader. So the balance of forces where nuclear armament took place, that was a threat of equal destruction instead of a unification of purpose so that there doesn't need to be a threat.
Well,
That's what we need. We need leadership to bring that around for all of us.
So if you had a magic wand and you could wave it in the air and help people have better understanding, what would it be about?
It would be about how remarkable it is that we have the facilities we do, mind, body, spirit, to unify our purposes so that we can live in a threat-free land where we can look upon each other as our resources instead of looking at each other as our threats.
That's great. Well, thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.